All right, last workout. This is Saturday, phase 2. Booty, which is one of my favorites, so I hope you love it too. You're going to start this in circuits. First one is a plie squat. So it looks like a sumo squat, the stance, only rather than holding the weight down here, you hold it up here to your chest and you stay upright. Okay, like a dancer rather than a sumo wrestler. Okay? So you do the plie squat and then you pulse plie squat. So you're here. And then you're going to do a side lunge slide. So you can ditch the weight. And the only difference with this and a regular side lunge, so a regular side lunge you come up, there's sort of a rest in between each side. The slide, there's no rest. You just stay low, like this. And then it's a split squat, which we have done before, but it's here, back foot on the bench or a step. And coming down, you don't have to use any weight for that either. Remember, I'd rather you get a better range of motion and ditch the weight than less range. All right, so then we move to the Smith machine. So just get a bench and bring it over to the Smith machine. And you may have to adjust it a few times to get it just right, and that's okay. You can place a pad right here. The front desk has pads you can place on the bar so that you can protect your hips if you're going to load weight on. This bar is 20 pounds already. So, oh, see, I have to adjust it. You want to bring it fairly close so that when you come down, your back's resting on it. Bar comes down to your hips, and you thrust up and release. Now, the whole point of this is to work the butt, so don't get almost up there and then release it. Make sure you get all the way up, squeeze the butt, almost like a little pause for a couple seconds, and then back down. Let's see, and then you'll do a single leg, so it'll feel kind of the same, but it'll be more concentrated with the single leg. So one leg's up, flexed, one foot is on the floor, and you're pushing up towards the ceiling, like you're gonna lift the ceiling. Working one side at a time. Then you'll move to the clamshell. The clamshell, you just stack your feet and lift up. Really is great for the thighs. You can grab your band and place it around your thighs. Okay, also to get a little extra resistance there. And then you'll pulse goblet squat. So you'll grab a dumbbell. Remember when I showed you, instead of doing the dumbbells here for the squat, how you could place one here. So that's what a goblet squat is. And it's a double pulse goblet squat. So you'll pulse and up with your weight. You can ditch the weight too and just have your hands here, double pulse and up. Again, super important with squats that you think about bringing your butt down to the floor, keeping your chest up, all the weight on the back of the foot, predominantly on the heels. All right, and then we move to circuit 3, which is a single leg deadlift. So you're just going to have one dumbbell in the foot that's going to stay on the floor. Okay, you keep your back nice and flat. Find a focal point in front of you to help keep balance. If you struggle with balance on this and you're nervous about this move, you always have a good side and a bad side, I swear. But you can keep the back foot on the toes on the floor like this. Just don't use that leg. You're working each side one at a time. Again, you're just like any time we're in that bent over stance. Okay, you want to try to pull your shoulder blades together, Okay, you want a nice straight line between your neck and your back. Okay, so now I'm in this position. Okay, try not to do this with the weight. Pull the shoulders back. Really push that foot into the floor and feel that through your butt. And then you'll pulse the split squat. So you'll be here, but you'll come down and pulse. And then you'll pronate, flutter kick. So you'll just grab the end of a bench, okay, and flutter kick. So if you're at home, like for the one with the bar, the bridge, you can just lay on the floor. You can place your dumbbells on your hips and do it that way. On this one, you can, same thing, lay on the floor. Okay, that's just fine too. All right, and then you're just gonna pulse your squat, okay? So you'll be here, lowest position that you can get and pulse. And then you'll finish with abs. So crunches to start. Hopefully you're familiar with those. Then you'll turn over. Now before we did a cobra. Now I want you to try to switch it to a Superman. Okay? If you cannot keep your arms extended, then just bend them here. Okay, start here. And then work up to the straight arm. And then you'll finish off with burpees. And there is your phase 2, last workout.